I am not teaching. I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in UK test, part 290, elections, UK elections. It's on page 112 while doing this training. And if you participate in this training, that's the own risk. UK elections. MPs are elected at a general election which is held at least every 5 years. Every 5 years there's general election. And everyone in the country who is over 18 years old and is not in prison and has not mental disabilities diagnosed can vote. But we never said something about this prison and mental disability part, but I think that exists. And I think that should be written at some place. So every 5 years there's a general election. But it can be earlier, maybe we're going to say it. It can be earlier, but at least every 5 years. If an MP dies or resigns, there will be a fresh election called a by-election in his or her constituency. So if a member of parliament of, let's say, Suffolk can no longer do the job, then there is a new election just in Suffolk. That's a by-election in Suffolk. MPs are elected through a system called first past the post. In each constituency, the candidate who gets the most votes is elected. The government is usually formed by the party that wins the majority of constituencies. If no party wins the majority, two parties may join together to form a coalition. Okay. The first past the post, that means the person who gets the most votes wins. And the government is formed by the political party who has the most constituencies. So, I don't know, let's say there are 200 constituencies. And the party who has the most, one has 60, wins. So in Suffolk, there's one of the train party, and Essex, there's one of the hospital party, and when there's someone of sleep party, I don't know, or of a hardcover and softcover party. And the political party who has the most members in them who are then voted in their country, in their region, that political party wins. So if one of a train party wins in Suffolk, one in Norfolk, and one other one in Liverpool, then the train party has 3. And now if hospital party makes only 2, then the train party has the majority. And if no party has the majority of, let's say 60 or something of it, let's say all have 30 and no one has 50 seats, then 2 can come together and have together 60 seats. They can form a coalition. They're saying, you know what? We train party and the passenger party, we fit together. We have some differences about how many people are allowed per wagon, and we rather want more coal wagons, more coal trains than passenger wagons. But all over, we all want more trains, and we want them to drive every time, every night. And we both learned, like the one who's saying at night that people should sleep. They should drive train every time, always. They can sleep in the train. So, and now we're coming together, and now we have a majority, and there will be a lot of trains, and everyone is sleeping in trains at night. These are the elections. Now, if you're here just for contacting elected, getting your phone numbers, this one. So, if you're here for contacting elected members, when you have to go to the next part. So, if you're on the search how to contact a member of parliament or something like that, then you have to go to the next part where I might contact a telephone number. If not, you can participate in the risk training at your own risk. And I don't know, it's just here in the text, the title of the text is just contacting elected members, and there's a telephone number. So if you're actually searching for contacting a telephone number, contacting a member of parliament, you might do actually somewhere else. But I have suspicion that you actually get a telephone number how to contact a member of parliament. Now we'll just take hands next to us, hands on the fists, and we're bringing them down. Maybe you want to say how nice are people driving train, and I can't sleep. And now down. And again up, that is the spotlight. And down, and now with the whole thing for last time. And the second exercise, the flashlight. The fist to the inside and to the outside. And we're having 3 rules. The first rule is that we're stopping immediately as soon as we feel pain. The second rule is that we're only going as far as we can go with a little bit of effort. And the third rule is that we're not overdoing it. We're doing less than our potential. We want just to strengthen the muscles and tendons and joints, not to exhaust them. And we're having quite a lot of exercises, so you can also take a break. So now, the next exercise is the T-Rex in the morning. Both hands out with flat hands and bring these flat hands down. And up. And now last time. Down. And up. And now the T-Rex in the gym. Don't have a tennis ball just to the forward. Just make a strong fist. Press a little on the tennis ball. And then release. And press again. Release and press another time. We're changing. And we're pressing again. Releasing. And we're pressing again. Releasing and holding now for the last time. We're pressing. Release. Now the course big bang. Place the fingertips of one hand on top of the fingernails of the other hand. Press a little bit on top of it. And now up slowly. And close now. And again open. And close. Now we're changing the seats. The other hand on top. We're going slowly. Open and close. Now we're doing the Daisies New Synthias director. Hands in front of us with this. And now we're opening them. And we're closing them again. Opening. And closing. And have always a stable stance. Always a bit of a shoulder before the part of the legs. And the last time. Now we're frog testing the water temperature. Hands next to us, and we're bringing them down with flat fingers and up with strong fists. Down with flat fingers, up with strong fists. Down with flat fingers, up with strong fists. And the last time down. And up. And that was the frog testing water temperature. Now the claw. Flat hands next to us, and we're making claws. And up again. Closing. We're holding it for 1 to 2 seconds. Bits of strength, but don't overdo it. And open again. In and with holding. And opening. Open. And last time. The next exercise. Take the arms in with flexed fists, so to the inside flexed, and strong fists, to the outside, not long the arms, and extension of the hands and flat fingers. Again, in strong fists in flexion, and open with flat fingers. And again in reflection, and open with flat fingers. In reflection, open with flat fingers, that's the last time. next one, we're having the hands in front of us and now we're bending them at the knuckles. You're holding it a bit and opening again. And again opening, and again bending at the knuckles, and holding, and again opening. And letting no for last time. And directly with a similar exercise. Hands like that, or just one hand, and bend it at the knuckles. Now press with the finger one by one a little on top of them. Try to bend it only at the knuckles. So only here. Here now. And this one. Now with your leg. And press on top of it. And the second one. And then the third one. And now the fourth one. And we've made it to the last exercise. We're unfolding the rocket boosters. Long arms, hands form to fists, and we're bringing these fists to the inside and to the outside with flat fingers. And again to the inside, strong fists, and to the outside, flat fingers. To the inside, strong fist, to the outside, flat fingers. And last one. And that's it. Now relaxation. We're going to push the pressure over the little part of the lower arm. And the last time, on the other arm. Last time. Okay, after anvil casting, we have the Giant's Causeway, it's the Giant Causeway, and then now Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park. Loch Lomond is the lake. It's the largest expanse of fresh water in Britain, in mainland Britain, and the park is the Trossachs National Park. West of Scotland. So in the west of Scotland, there's the Trossachs National Park, and the best known part of the park is the Lomond Park, which is the largest expanse of fresh water in mainland Britain. Loch Lomond in Trossachs National Park. Trossachs National Park. And there's Loch Lomond today. I thank you very much, and until next time.